Hello and welcome back to Enigmatica. Today we're actually starting up here, far away from my creeper friend down there. It still looks like a creeper. I can't get used to that. Anyway, we're picking up where we left off last week because, well, that thing over there wasn't properly finished, but I just ran out of time. Oh, I didn't fly there. I keep switching between vanilla and this modded stuff here, and it confuses me all the time. Ooh, I'm having the light overlay here, and the light overlay is lying because nothing can spawn on top of this because there is redstone over here. Let's light it up anyway. Let's turn off the light overlay, by the way, because it is ruining my frame rates. Anyway, this thing here is not fully finished yet. What we actually need to add to this, because I think everything works properly, we just need to add automation that turns it on when there are items in, not the block placers, yeah, no, in the droppers. So we somehow, oh, I don't know if I even have a way of, I might have messed this one up again, and I might not have a way of reading contents of these droppers. I'll figure it out. But if we have soul sand here, that soul sand shouldn't be there. If we have soul sands here and we have skulls in there, yep, then this should just automate creating the withers. So something like this. Still works. Also, oh, I shouldn't be standing here where the wither is exploding. I got a new trinket, and it's this. Bosses drop dungeons loots. And it is very weird. And I'm shouting again because of the wither. Let's just kill the wither. And you will see something magical. I got a bunch of stuff like this. This is the dungeon loot that they are dropping. And even enchanted books. So I might actually want to kill them manually. Potion of mana regeneration. Let's put that stuff away because that's not what we're going to be doing. I, of course, need to automate this. I'm not going to be killing the withers manually. This might actually be just set up as an autocrafter, I just thought. That would be actually a hilarious idea. Set it up as an autocrafter for Never Stars. But we need a way to kill the withers automatically, and I have already tested the solution to that problem. And the solution we already have in here in our wither skeleton farm. I just experimented a little bit with this. There are two machines here. One is a mob slaughter factory. It is currently off. Let's turn this one off. So yeah, here wither skeletons are spawning. Then I turn on the mob slaughter factory by redstone mode ignored. Yep. And we are now slaughtering the wither skeletons. This one is actually kind of slow. I haven't put in any add-ons to it because I think the only reason to run this machine is the pink slime, which I'm just storing in my storage system. I was hoping. Why? Oh, it's not storing it because it's storing the liquid meat. This produces pink slime and liquid meat. Well, liquid meat, I think, is just food. And when I did the quest, it gave me this thing, which I think is just something I put into my head slot here. And it's going to be automatically feeding me foods. I haven't really messed around with this. We'll figure that out some other time. Right now, I just want automatic wither killing, but we're not going to be using the mob slaughter factory for wither killing. Let's turn it off again. Run with redstone signal. We're going to be using the mob crusher. And the mob crusher has two different modes. It has the modes where it has consume essence for looting. So this thing by default produces essence, which I think is some kind of liquid experience. As you can see on my levels, I don't need any experience, so we want loot from here. So I just click this, consume essence for looting, and that kills the wither skeleton with looting. It's not exactly as if I was killing them, because, for example, they don't drop their armor, and they don't drop a few of their things. But it's good enough to get skulls, and that's pretty much all we are after. Right now, I still haven't figured out exactly how to deal with the loot here. I need to throw away the thieves' hood and iron helmets and leather caps. I had this thing here that used to do it for me, so I need to probably just build another one and just throw away all the junk that I don't want to store in my storage system. Because right now, this importer here is only importing the bones, skull fragments, coal, and skulls. as you can see, they're blinking, 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 and they are being killed. There is a little bit full in there. I can still deal with the loot by throwing out this stuff, and then the vacuum on this thing sucks them up. But of course, I don't want a loot system that I have to empty manually. That's kind of silly. I still need to fix this thing, but I was thinking about using a mob crusher like this in the Wither Killer, and hopefully that works. We'll see what happens. And I don't think I need to set it up too close to the Wither, so I can see the working area here, right? So it would only be killing mobs here, but I think the range add-on will solve that problem. Bam. Yeah, it should be pretty much as simple as this. That's it. It has power. Oh, no, it doesn't have power already. Why doesn't it have power? Ah, because this energy cube doesn't output on the top. There we go. Now it's outputting on the top, and this thing has power. I have connected some cables down here. So we are connected to the power network in my base. I'll probably have to figure out some wireless power later, because I really didn't want to spend time trying to figure that one out right now. But anyway, let's see. We're getting a Wither. We're gonna get a lot of noise soon. But I am hoping that the Mob Crusher will basically kill the Wither as soon as it explodes, slightly after it explodes. Yes, it was that fast. So I don't really need to worry about spawning too many Withers, because they will die pretty much as soon as they spawn. And the magical trinket that gives me treasure drops from killing the Withers, well, it doesn't work on automatic machines, and I didn't really expect it to. But that's fine. I'm not particularly worried about getting all that junk. Even though there were some books in there, so they might be useful, but I don't think I'm struggling for stuff like that anymore. Anyway, it takes a while. They managed to shoot a few skulls, but that's not a big deal. Now, if you are of particularly sensitive nature, look away, because I will do something slightly evil. And what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna build in this thing so nothing can escape from it. That's number one. Because we need something, and I will not tell you what I'm doing so that people don't yell at me. Not that it would matter, but so that you don't yell at your screen until after it has happened. Yes, I need to get Wither Roses. And there is no good way of doing that other than by being evil, and I unfortunately will have to be evil. I am so very sorry for what's about to happen in here. What? Oh no! Anybody has any idea what happened? Because I do know what happened. I need to turn this thing off. Run with redstone signal. Yeah, I am evil. I have to kill something. The only thing I had in large quantities I could kill were bees. So we're gonna kill bees to get a couple of Wither Roses so that we can get a Wither Bee. So we can get Wither Roses that way and don't have to sacrifice things. I could find a zombie or something like that, but let's be evil. Why not? Oh, they already blew up the soul sand, so something is definitely not working perfectly. Yeah, this machine is very hard to get right. Like I mentioned in the previous episode, the timing is wrong on this, so I am expecting to lose soul sand, and it is surprising to me that I'm not losing the soul sand every time, but it still doesn't work entirely correctly. And I can't get it to work with the correct timing that I know is correct, because it works in 1.17. Oh! Wither Roses, perfect. That's all I needed. Goodbye, Withers. I said goodbye, Withers. There we go. Dead. Alright, and I have my Wither Roses now. Sorry, bees, but it was for a more important cause than your survival. Alright, we have the Wither Roses. So we can visit our newly built apiaries, which don't have any apiaries in them. They just have the building here right now. I still need to put in the door. and this will be our Wiver Rose apiary. So, is that doesn't look like a Wiver Rose? Did they change the texture here? Is this a Wiver Rose? I planted it here. It is a Wiver Rose. This is definitely a different texture than vanilla Wiver Roses. Yeah, because in vanilla, Wiver Roses are randomly placed within the block, and these ones all look exactly the same. Not sure if I like that. It still hurts, though, so we know that it actually works and it is a Wiver Rose. Now that I have all the Neva stars, and you can just see how much testing I've done by me having 39 Neva stars in my storage system, let's see if we can make one tier 4 apiary. I'm not sure if we can. We can. Huh. So my Neverite bees and then the Wiver bees are gonna be living in a tier 4 apiary from start. Now I'm out of beehives. Alright, I'll go hunt for beehives. But let's get our bees set up so that we can get some Neverites and Wiver Roses without sacrificing more bees. And just for testing, before I do any mistakes with the Neverite bees, I'm just gonna try this thing. And I think it was this thing, right? Yeah, this had the wrong offset. We can import all our bees that we used to have in here. And I think it's... Oh yeah, okay, we can just do it lazily like this. Since I built extra apiaries and I have no problems adding more, I think I'm just gonna stay to exactly 9 bees in each apiary, so we never have a traffic jam. Yes, that's probably the correct idea to have here. So let's see. This one doesn't have a traffic jam. No, because this one I think only has 8 or 9 bees. It has 9 bees in here. Yeah. So that one is fine. But it does have 2 ghast bees, and I probably don't need to have 2 ghast bees flying around. Yeah. So I need to do some bee management. Oh, no, this one, export, thank you. So there is a... Oh, is that ghast bee, though? Yes, it was a ghast bee. Quartz, uranium, glowstone, hellish zombie. There is a hellish zombie flying in there, so let's get rid of that, too. Because I just simply don't think we need that, especially hellish zombie is just rotten flesh, so we don't really need to worry about that. Clay, tin, copper, and aluminium will be on the other side, or maybe in here, because this one is not busy. Yeah, we can use this one. Because this one has the ender bees and the obsidian bees, I think. But we can also put some others in here because it can have normal flowers and it doesn't have Wiver Roses. Only this one should be isolated, I think, because of the Wiver Rose that could kill other bees. Unless there is... Maybe there is some way... Let's see. I just had an idea because I think... let's just grab this skeleton bee. They have something... Traits can swim. And I think traits contain... Traits creeper can swim. No. This is the Wiver bee. Yeah, traits. Wiver. I think that means that it can survive a Wiver Rose. So maybe there are other... Oh, okay. Obsidian bee is Wiver. So maybe I should have just made this one into the withered beehive / apiary. It's fine. I can have more of those and it shouldn't matter at all. So we will end up with 8 apiaries. Yeah, why not? Okay, let's finish building them and install our Never bees because I think I know how apiaries work now. And this should be the apiary correctly set up. Ouch, that was the Wiver Rose. But we need one more thing in here, and that is one of these. Yes, because we need the Neverite bee to mutate the Ender bees into the Wiver bees. So it should work like this. I'm just gonna release the Neverite bee for now, because we don't have anything else that can go in here, and I'm just gonna breed the ender bees so I could get maybe 3 Wiver bees as well. This is the breeder here. Those are the bees. 3 ender pearls, 3 ender pearls, 3 jars, and yeah, they should be breeding. So I'm gonna release the ender bees in there that I have bred and get some Wiver bees so we can get Wiver Roses. Now I just want to see how productive this thing ends up being. But actually, no. What I want to look at is how productive this thing is. So the Neverite bee, how many netherite ingots can I get per hour? So I'm gonna start measuring now. The time is, well, I have remember what time it is, and we're gonna see in an hour how much ancient debris or netherite we're gonna get from this, because that's interesting. So I am fixing up the bit of the basement under my apiaries, and guess who I found? This guy here, it's an ender bee. I have to catch him. Don't escape into the wither skeletons. Did I catch it? Yeah, I did catch it. So I have read, and people told me in the comments as well, that ender bees can teleport. So today, we probably also need to set up a beacon, because, you know, puns in the Resourceful Bees mod. And because I think the beacon can prevent bees from flying out. So I'm going to look at it in a while. But we're basically 10 minutes before... why did this turn into endstone? Oh, because the ender bee flew over it. Yeah, did I maybe punch a hole? No, I didn't punch a hole here. No, the ender bees definitely teleport. Anyway, the beacon can prevent ender bees from teleporting, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. It teleported just through the floor down here. It's interesting that it didn't teleport out from the apiary before, but, well, maybe it was luck. Maybe they can only teleport up, and I don't know. I have no idea, but this definitely happened right now when I was doing this. So, we definitely want the beacon today. I'm gonna look into it. It's probably not too complicated to set up, I guess. I just haven't bothered doing that just yet. But yeah, fixing up just this here isn't supposed to look very pretty. It's just supposed to look, well, clinical, basically. I'm not trying to make my basements pretty. I just want to have accessibility here to the apiaries, and there it goes to the wither killer. And alright, we are almost at an hour. I think we're 5 minutes short, but it's not exact science that we're doing here anyway, so let's see. I think it would be netherite something. Yes, there we have. Netherite honeycomb blocks. Oh, I think I knew this, but completely forgot about it. And that is that the higher tier apiaries, instead of giving honeycombs, they give honeycomb blocks. So how much does this generate? It has 50% chance to give us 9 ancient debris. So I will just throw them into the centrifuge. I hope the centrifuge actually works with these and doesn't require the elite centrifuge or whatever it was called. Let's just throw it in. It does. Oh, yes, it does work. It's like the progress bar didn't move in the beginning, but now it does. So, okay, let's process all this, and that was 9. That's over 100 ancient debris in an hour. I think the tier 4... I was thinking that the tier 4 apiaries only have, like, it was saying hive modification time, so I was expecting that the bees have to spend less time in them. But it turns out that, yeah, they are producing much more output than I thought. We might need to make the storage system much bigger to process all the honey we're gonna get from 8 apiaries. It's a fun problem to have. Alright, and that's the last bit of netherite honeycomb, and let's see how much ancient debris we didn't get any? No, I definitely Oh, I know what's going on. I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. This thing automatically? No, it doesn't. So, oh, no. We are automatically processing ancient debris that comes into the system, but I think it's through this thing. No, it's through this thing. It's through this thing, yeah. It automatically processes all ancient debris that comes into the system. So we will have gotten netherite 585. Let me check, because I actually filmed a bit here just before now where I think I had written... Yes, I definitely wrote netherite when I was picking out the honeycombs in the beginning. So let me just check that footage and see how much we got. 585, it's quite a lot. Wow. So I had 153 netherite just before starting smelting all the honeycombs in the centrifuge here. now we have 500, what was it? 432 netherite scraps. So over 100 netherite ingots in an hour from one bee. We're gonna need the bigger centrifuge. I'm pretty sure now this thing will not last. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's grab more bee nests. Actually, before we do that, before I grab more bee nests, to finish all the 8 apiaries, I want to set up the beacon, and I just built one. I don't know what the effect range is. I'm just gonna set it down here, wherever this is. Let me see. Yes, I do have access. I'm just gonna poke a hole here. I guess I hope I can. Yeah, I can set it out like that. So I probably need to connect it to the storage system, I'm thinking, because yes, it drains honey, it said. 1 millibucket per tick. That's 20 millibuckets per second. So it drains 1 honey bottle every 10 seconds. Am I miscalculating this? 1 honey bottle is 250 millibuckets. So it's slightly more than 10 seconds. Wow, okay, so this thing is very, very hungry. But I want calming, right? Well, I might actually want regeneration, but no, I want calming, I think. I will have to read up on this. I'm not exactly sure. I think calming is the one that prevents them from teleporting. Okay, so I need to connect my storage system to prevent exactly this thing from happening. Wow. So another ender bee teleported out. Yeah, now I have 2 ender bees here. Why didn't they teleport in the past? This is so strange. Or did I lose all the ender bees? Well, I lost 2 of them. And I think I had more here. Let's see. Or maybe they already managed to convert into wither bees. No, there is 1 netherite bee. So this was 1 wither bee. I'm missing 1 ender bee. And I have 1 converted. Or maybe that one flying there is an ender bee. Or is it an obsidian bee? I am very confused. No, we do not have an ender bee here. So we lost potentially 2 ender bees. I have 2 here that were the breeding pair. I'm going to keep them in here because I will probably need to breed a couple more. Yeah, like that. Let's get some ender pearls. Actually, I keep forgetting that I can access my storage system from anywhere in the world. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Not anywhere in the world, but anywhere in my base at least. There. Let's get some more ender bees because I keep losing them. So we definitely need this beacon to prevent them from flying away. And yeah, I need to connect it to the storage system. Let's do that. So the beacon is up here. And I think, so this is the exporter here. I should set it to fluids and I can't give it honey. Oh, do I have to use a bucket? That would be silly. Let's try that. I like I mentioned in earlier episodes, I think the whole system for how to handle fluids with the storage system is not working particularly well, but that was nice. I think it took a bucket from my storage system, and that's how it knew that I wanted a bucket of honey. Can I use a bucket of honey? Yes, I could. And that sounds like a beacon effect. Oh boy, it is draining the honey fast. I don't think I'm producing enough honey. I'm hoping that the tier 4 apiaries will be helping, because like I have 138 buckets of honey. They're gonna be disappearing fast. Yeah, it's already going away. I do have a lot of bottles, but about a week ago I removed the bottles from the centrifuge. That's why I have a bajillion bottles here, and I just started storing the honey, all kinds of honeys in this storage system here. Oh, I also have a lot of liquid meat and bunch of latex, and the water is different, and yeah, different honeys. But oh, this is running out fast. I probably also need to set up so that I'm centrifuging more of the honeycombs, but because if we look here, I have tons of different honeycombs that I'm not using. I'll figure it out somehow, but we are probably gonna run out of honey any minute now. Yeah, this thing is really hungry. Right, so I'm here chasing bee nests, and I found a bunch of beepers, and this gives me the chance to test a hypothesis I had, which was that beepers will explode. Let's see. Oh, I am punching too hard. I think I have the stupid gloves, the power gloves, yes. Can I make the beeper angry without me killing it in one punch? Oh, yeah. They do explode. They don't do that much damage. Well, actually, I don't know, because I don't know how many hearts I have, but yeah, okay. So now we know. Beepers do actually explode, like I suspected they would. All right, let's get a few more bee nests, and we might be able to upgrade everything into apiaries. I decided to not do any processing of the honeycombs until I have used all the honeycombs I need for crafting the apiaries. I think that's a good idea. And by the way, also, pro tip here. Where is the slime? Oh, there. Oh, it fell from the sky. When breaking the bee nests, it actually makes sense to pick them up without Silk Touch. And in the beginning, like one of the first episodes, I was saying that I need Silk Touch to get the bee nests. But if we look here, this one was broken with Silk Touch, and it has a sand bee in it, so it doesn't stack with the others. And these ones are broke without Silk Touch, and they stack. And stacking just makes it simpler. Because, like you can see, I have 61. If 61 bee nests wouldn't stack, this would be just a nightmare to pick up. Without Silk Touch, I just break them. The bees get angry at me, but I can fly away often faster than they bite me. And, well, if they bite me, it's their problem. Like here. Yeah, I picked it up before. It stung me. But, oh. Nah, don't want cave spiders. Anything useful in here? The bee is gonna sting me. Oh, this one I have never seen. That's nice. Superstitious hat. Applies an extra level of looting to killed entities. Cool. I will probably wear it, at least in farms. Anyway, I think... How many bee nests do I have now? It's 63 here. Over 100. This might be enough. I don't know how many I need. I didn't do the math. I just decided I'm gonna hunt bee nests until I get bored of it. And I guess I am getting bored of it. Okay, let's find a waystone. It's the easiest way to go home. I can no longer open the map to see where the waystones are, because I think the map is trying to be smart and it's trying to parse the world files to generate the map. Unfortunately, when I do that in this world, I've been exploring so much. If I open the world map, I basically run out of memory, and the game freezes every 5 seconds or so, or less, and I basically can't do anything. So I no longer have a map. I can open the journey map, but it doesn't give me enough information about where the waystones are, and the other map, well, it's no longer functional. Right, hello creeper. I'm getting used to there being creeper there, which isn't a creeper. Grass. Let's get all... I probably don't... Yeah, that's absolutely not enough grass. Well, I will have to get more grass, but the way this works is I'm just taking this, and this. Yeah, I'm completely out of grass, and just convert them. Let's go hunt some more grass now and convert everything to beehives and see if we can upgrade everything to apiaries. Alright, 122 tier 1 beehives. If that's not enough, I'm gonna go nuts. Let's see if we can make a stack of tier 4. Of course not, because we are already missing honey. Oh, it's not even enough honey bottles. That's madness. Can I automate creation of honey bottles somehow? Fluid to item recipe. Okay, but is there something that does it? Oh, I can use it with the create mod. Or fluid encapsulator. I might actually build one of these. Yes, I definitely need to build one of these so that I can... Well, this can probably be connected to a crafter. That seems simple enough. Let's build one of these and see if that helps. And it should be something like this. It has power. I think I configured the inputs correctly. There is some augmentation here, which I guess is like improvements. I'm trying to find them here. I think it's either those, like integral components or something in here. I'll have to look it up. I don't know how slow this thing is. Well, there's just one way to find out. Let's get a stack of tier 4 beehives and see how fast this thing will fill up. 37 bottles of honey. It's not that many bottles of honey, so I'm hoping this won't be too awful. Oh, it's already working. Oh, that's tragically slow. That's unacceptably slow. Okay, I'm gonna look up some of the upgrades that can be done here and try to figure out how to craft them and how to speed this thing up, because this is unacceptably slow. I think it's the integral components, unless there is knowledge concentrator. No, this is like power efficiency. I don't really care about that. Catalyst, I have no idea. I don't see anything other than the integral components. So let's try those. I'm just looking up the recipe for crafting the last tier of the resonant integral components, and it requires hardened glass or something like that. It has a few alternatives, but all of those alternatives, if we look at them here, it's hardened glass, signalum glass, and lumium glass, and anderium glass, and all of them require me to have an induction smelter, whatever that is. And so I'm not going to go that far, but I got the second tier of those upgrades. Unfortunately, we have filled all the honey bottles already, but I think this goes here. It seems something has happened. It's eating much more energy, which gives me hope that's what we needed. Let's try to do about 50 more, and now we can see how long it's gonna take to fill 800 honey bottles. Okay, I don't want 800 honey bottles. Let's make 10, 160 honey bottles. That makes more sense. So, yeah, we are filling honey bottles. Did I speed it up? Well, yes. Okay, it is moving faster. It's still not particularly fast, but I can live with this. Fine, it's fair enough. All right. Apiary. Tier 4 apiary. I have a lot of tier 1. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna do one tier 2 apiary. That was tier 1. That is tier 2. Now I want another tier 3 apiary. Thank you. And that is so that I can get the quests done, because I already did a tier 4 without ever picking up the tier 2, tier 3. So, and I'm hoping that might actually give me, I don't know, some rare bees that don't exist, especially legendary resourceful bees loot box. That could be interesting. That actually did look like a bee. Was it? No, I just got a cookie. I don't want cookies. I want bees. Silly mod. Did I pick them up? Oh, I did pick them up here. A silver bee and a blaze bee. Bees I already had. Yeah, they ended up in my backpack because I already had other stuff in my backpack. I need to clean this up. It's a complete mess. Why do Minecraft inventories, even when they're completely modded, always end up as a mess? Like, look at how many slots I have. It's a mess. This is already a mess. Right, let's finish the apiaries. And everything is upgraded. And there is only 9 bees in every one of these apiaries. This one actually has fewer than 9, I'm pretty sure. No, this actually has exactly 9 as well. And I noticed that, well, I haven't gotten a single wither bee. Those are all ender bees. I was just thinking that they're black-looking thing, evil, wither-like creatures, but no, they didn't convert just yet, so we're still just trying to get the netherite bee to fly over these. I don't know how long it takes. The other ones I just didn't time. They just happened, and eventually I had the bees I needed. But now we need to do something, and this is related to my beacon, because I think the only reason that I'm not keeping up with honey production is that I actually have a pretty insane amount of all of these things. Like, I just crafted some of these honeycombs into honeycomb blocks, and the numbers are just crazy here. So I'm gonna change my centrifuge to process blocks instead. I'm just gonna get rid of all the honeycombs wherever I can. And this should probably, hopefully, solve our honey problems. Let's not deal with honeycombs at all anymore. And just throw these in. There we go. And no more of these. I'm just gonna fix up the rest of the honeycomb blocks that I haven't put in here. But yeah, this thing is gonna be processing these for hours and hours, I suspect. I might actually end up building the elite centrifuge, I think it was called. Let's see what that takes. Elite, no? Okay. Centrifuge, it was called something. Yeah, it was called Elite Centrifuge. How do we build this? Blocks of netherite. And the casing, netherite. So it just requires insane amounts of netherite. But we have the netherite beast now, so shouldn't be a problem. I'll just AFK here for a while until I processed most of my netherite. Actually, how much? Oh, we're still crafting. I'm crafting more apiaries. The honey is just taking forever. By the way, this is crazy. I don't know how many buckets of honey I've used, but I've probably run out of honey. Or I'm gonna run out of honey in a minute now. So this wasn't even a minute too late. But yeah, now we're just processing everything. I'm seeing gold here, I'm seeing skeletons here, which I'm guessing is bone and tin. Yes, there we... Oh, 18 bone blocks from one honeycomb block. This thing is crazy. Or rather, my bees are crazy, but I kind of want to see how much honey I'm getting. But because not all of the honeycombs are giving us honey, so that might end up being a bottleneck. But yeah, I'm now just gonna wait until things stabilize here because, yeah, I'm down to 45 honey. We will run out soon, and then my ender bees are gonna run out again. Right, hopefully the processing can catch up, and if not, I'm just gonna use all my netherite to make a better centrifuge. Alright, it's been about less than an hour, I would say, and let's see how how our honey situation looks like. I think we're good. Oh yes, that's a lot of honey. I am assuming that all the bees are gonna be keeping up producing enough honey to keep the beacon running because, well, how many of my honeycombs have I actually consumed? I have not consumed. Oh, I have so many left. Yeah, I think we will be fine. I have not processed the netherite I'm seeing. Have I actually processed any netherite just yet? Netherite. No, still the same amount of scraps, but we might actually have enough netherite ingots after this. So the centrifuge still hasn't processed everything. I think this will take me several days to process. This is a huge amount of stuff. But that will be everything for today. And the reason for that is mostly that I have recorded so much and I didn't want to throw away most of this. I already threw away half of the footage, but the rest I kind of want to keep. So I'm not going to bore you longer than the 35, 38 minute this ended up as... So we have turned our resource production from the bees up to like way beyond 11. This is pretty nuts and I'm loving it. Very, very overpowered, just like the whole team for this series is. Thanks a lot for watching and have a lot and a lot of honey. Bye.